without further ado, grab your shoulder pads and your helmet, and let's get this work.
Women get married because they want financial security. Why else would I tie myself down to you, have your children, if you're not going to take care of us?
Because I love you, you love me. We can sleep in a sleeping bag outside. We love each other.
Oh my God.
That's why you get married, right?
No.
Okay. If he loves her, he's going to grow with her and love her. The money.
Nobody cares about that shit.
You dumb asshole. No.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Either you don't care about that shit. Maybe it's just you that don't care about that. But there are other women out there that do care about that shit. There's other men that care about that shit. But see, it's advice like this that keeps a large number of women single, okay? Especially modern women. It's women like her that give these types of advice that keeps a large number of women single.
Man,
Nobody
that's why the world is messed up right now. Because these women think money is the end all be all.
If you had a daughter, you would not want her with a man who has nothing and just loves her.
I want you guys to pay attention right there. That's the problem.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct.
My daughter's going to choose wisely, like I said before. It's not about having nothing, okay? However, let me back that up. Because there's a large number of women, especially modern women, getting with guys that don't have nothing. But see, you don't want to talk about that one. You don't want to dip and dabble into that mix over there. Okay? You can't take money to the grave with you. When it's your time to go, it's your time to go. I'm going to choose love. I'm sorry. But there's a reason why this woman gets triggered when his brother says what he says. And two, this is why she ain't got no man.
I'm not going to allow my daughter to marry a guy just because he got some money.
Yeah, because
and I don't know he really, if he's undying love, he loved his, and I know that, right? Just like I know he got, so we're going to put it on two scales. I know he got $100 million. I can see it, I know it.
Yeah.
And I can see and know this man love my daughter with his fucking heart, soul, do whatever for, good, bad, rich, poor. I'm going to go with this side. What the fuck is money? They both going to die anyway.
When you have a large number of women that think that way, they're going to be safe. They're going to be in healthy relationships. But if they sit up there and they take her advice, y'all going to be lonely, needy, dry begging, internet begging.
I feel, me personally, especially for our people, I feel like that comes from the man's upbringing. I gotta laugh. I gotta laugh when I say this because the females get so mad, but we are in a fucking crisis, a pandemic with this single mother and shit. And it's crazy because you could literally Google it.
You made a safe place for the truth to be told.
Modern women try to come for her because she's saying something real. Okay? She's exposing their behavior. Modern women expose themselves.
In my spare time, I read a lot of boring shit. I like social science and I like to read Harvard studies and just different studies where they do statistics and polls on us as a people, just all different types of backgrounds and people. And it is a proven fact. And if you don't know what a fact is, look it up. But it is a proven fact that single mother households produce the worst product.
Facts.
It's a
100% fact. Yeah.
If you take 2-parent households, single father household, single mother household, statistically based on facts.
Yep, you're right.
The household with the woman heading it by herself produces the worst product.
God damn it. You can't make this shit up.
And we also see it in the behavior. You see, we see it in the behavior of individuals. So you can't say that's not true. How so? But we're seeing it up close and personal. We're seeing it in real time. We're seeing it in everyday life.
These are facts. You sit this on the table. Here go the facts. And then you say, so y'all need to start valuing men being involved in the lives of your children. I can't make you be with your baby daddy, or we can't say that somebody has to stay with somebody, because we know that children are being born out of situations where the two people aren't healthy together.
Yeah.
But that you having access to a man and a woman during your upbringing needs to be brought back.
Podcast with a celebrity, and he asked her, since you make the most money in the home, does that make you the breadwinner as well as the head of the household? She came back and she said no. And somebody said, Ingrid, what is your take on this? I said, I totally agree. And they said, well, can you elaborate? Of course I can. Let's first identify what a breadwinner is. A breadwinner is somebody that's identified with bringing in some source of income inside of the home to benefit the home, correct? Good job.
That's fine. She's fine.
We're getting some
Oxtails, rice and peas, jerk chicken, rum punch. Let's continue.
We're already. So now if we've identified what a breadwinner is, we're going to also identify that if you flip burgers at McDonald's, you're a breadwinner, right? Good job. Okay, so now let's identify what the head of the household is. The head of the household, does it mean that you have to make the most money? No. You see, I would never demoralize or demonize the fact of a man, him being masculine, and me being a feminine. I understand my place in a woman as being somebody's helpmate.
She gets it. Imagine if a large number of women got it. And she got it. Imagine that. When it comes to being the head of the household, I am the leader. I'm the leader. I make the decisions. Okay? Last time we checked, it was called 50-50. Teamwork. We all working together. Those are the things that come together. We both have something to bring to the table. Everybody working together. Woman has something of value to bring to the table other than her body. It goes beyond that. Like I've always said, if you don't have nothing of value to bring to the table of relationship, that's fine. Men are walking away, but yet, please keep in mind, please be advised, there are women of other races that are willing to occupy your space or take your space.
Which means I bring substance and value to anything that you already possess or that you obtain. You go get the food, I'm going to give you a cooked meal, hot and ready, as if it's Little Caesars followed by me. But however, the audacity for some of y'all to say, if I make more money than you, you're not the head of the household, it's me and I'm the breadwinner. When I think you forgot that also the head of the household is somebody who's going to be sitting there adding some source of stability, some source of guidance, protection, leading me, making sure I'm safe, making sure I'm loved on in all the correct places. Baby, that's the head of the household. Because see, what you fail to realize is a lot of things that we oftentimes cannot, most of the time, possess is things that money cannot buy. So quit looking for something that you know you cannot obtain or that you cannot reciprocate. Now, why would I take away a man's masculinity because I think that I make the most money that he does?
Oxtails, rice and peas, jerk chicken, rum punch. When it comes down to it, and she's spot on. Now, this is a queen right here. This is a sister right here. She is spot on. And I know a large number of y'all modern feminists out there, y'all right now shaking in y'all boots with y'all negative comments. But see, when it comes down to it, keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. When things don't go right, keep that same energy. When you are not protected, keep that same energy. When things ain't going your way, keep that same energy. When all hell is breaking loose in your life and there's chaos, I want you to keep that same energy. Because I'm guaranteeing you this, you will need a man and you will submit to that man. There's nothing wrong with being submissive, a woman being submissive to her man being submissive to his woman. There's nothing wrong with that. But modern women take the basic, simple things that matter and mean something and twist it all out of proportion. Like I said, y'all keep that same energy. That's why y'all bumping y'all heads. That's why y'all crashing out. That's why y'all complaining. That's why y'all on social media talking all this bullshit. But if you ever notice, if you ever take the time to notice that a woman of good sense, a woman of good value, a woman that has something to bring to the table of a relationship, a woman that is of good character and that is of good integrity, if you ever notice they're happy, you ever notice they're good, you ever notice they're not complaining, they're not tripping, they're not worried about going on a coffee date. Hell, they'd rather do that or go to Yogurt Land. The bear already saw what the man was saying. The bear heard. The bear is paying attention. Even the bear checked out. So you mean to tell me the man and the bear got together with their passports and they dipped the fuck out?
Gentlemen, if no one's told you, you got to tell yourself, you are special. You are important.
Miss Felicia Rashad blessed the Breakfast Club with her presence, with her energy, with her aura. I mean, I still have it in my mind, Claire Huxtable. But we're going to listen to what she has to say. This is the last clip. And it's just an honor just to hear her speak. I remember meeting her sister, Debbie Allen. I remember going to her theater class in LA, right off of Jefferson. She had a theater class over there. But, you know, just the inspiration and the things that she says and how modern women try to come for her. Y'all modern feminist women are fucking stupid. Miss Felicia Rashad is the female GOAT. I pay respect where respect is given. And I respect this queen.
Where dignity and grace were everything. So do you ever look at how wild Hollywood is now and you just think to yourself, boy, y'all got it easy. Y'all wouldn't have got away with that in my day.
Yeah, you'd have to look at Hollywood. I could look at the way young ladies dress.
Not only dress, but look at the way they behave. Not just young ladies, but ladies in their 30s and their 40s, in their 50s. Don't get it twisted. Like I said, I'm going in knee deep. I'm going deeper than the deep blue sea on this one. Look at their character. Look at the way they behave. Look at the way they dress.
I knew I should have worn some other pants.
You got your
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
elbow, shoulder over here. You want my coat?
The young ladies are so beautiful. They're so beautiful. And something has happened in popular culture.
You made a safe place for the truth to be told.
You know, and I don't mean to be critical, and I hope young ladies listening don't take this as personal criticism, because I don't mean it that way. But you're young queens. I'm taken aback when I see on a college campus young women dressed in strips of clothing. But more importantly than that,
I'm going to go a step further. When I see a large number, I have to specify, I have to separate. I can't generalize everyone. But when I see a large number of our sisters going outside of their house, their homes, wearing bonnets in public, number one, dressing like street walkers, talking loud, disrespectful, rude. When I see a large number of our Black women behave that way, it's disgusting. Well, why are you only getting on Black women? Other women of other cultures do it too. Yes, they do. But I will say this. A large number of Black women parade that shit. They promote that shit.
no man wants his woman to be out like that. Right?
No, I grew up on Method Man saying, wearing 3/4 of cloth, never showing your stuff off, boo. That's right.
But not only that,
And that's fine. She's fine.
But not only that, it's like there's today's designers. I mean, there's ways. There are other things, and I just
leave something to the imagination.
Yeah.
And she came from that era, You got to understand something. When Felicia Rashad speaks, and the era that she comes from, I'm sorry, she comes from that place where women respected themselves. They dressed appropriately. They led to the imagination. Women nowadays, a large number of women nowadays do not lead to the imagination, but wonder why. Wonder why they get picked on, they get stalked, they get treated the way they do. A large number of men come at them the way that they come at them. Sometimes it's best to use wisdom. Okay? And that's what a large number of men are using, wisdom. I think she has a little bit more to say, and then we out.
It would be nice.
Some things are for my eyes only,
Yep. And like you said, there are ways of being sexy without showing so much.
Oh, please. And that's really not sexy.
NDRE said some things too, and she got criticized. But see, it goes to show where this era is headed. We all beautiful inside. We all have amazing good traits. Let's continue to be that light that shines.
Victory lap.